Hey guys, it's OPollie here today, and I'm with the OPollie Theulitmategamer803 to do our first episode of our podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so today we have a lot of stuff to talk about, but the podcast is generally just going to be about games, movies, and different things that are coming out. So it's going to be revolved around a lot of stuff, so yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about the future of Fnaf or Five Nights at Freddy's, the so-called famous game at the moment. And we are going to be doing, in the second half of this podcast, we are going to be doing a little movie review on Fantastic Four.
Anyway, starting on Five Nights at Freddy's, a lot of people have been speculating that Five Nights at Freddy's 4 isn't the end of it, and maybe that there are more things to come, and that there's a true meaning behind the chest and the goodbye message that was put on Scott Games' website a couple of weeks ago. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that this teaser we have gotten has something to tell us either about the movie that is coming up as we know in 2016, or it could be pointing to this DLC that we have heard of.
I think maybe the DLC will kind of be like Five Nights at Freddy's 5, but I originally thought that, but Scott put on Steam that it won't be like Five Nights at Freddy's 5, and it will just be on its own. It will be something new, and now people have been speculating that maybe it has something big to do with the movie now. Maybe it will start the whole movie universe in a certain way. But,
So, basically, I think in this movie, it might be like a Five Nights at Freddy's 5, if so. But from the teasers we've seen by this director who's directing this Five Nights at Freddy's movie, it seems to look as if we're gonna be in the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 time era, or building.
Yeah, because the teaser image we got with the caution, it looks like something that would be in the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 when they've got when they've reopened again, because they're being more safe now that something bad has happened in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I don't know. I think people are making a really, really big deal over this one image, and they're making really big theories around it, but I think we should wait until something else happens on his Twitter account.
So if you guys don't know what image we're talking about, it'll be on screen right now. Anyways, while this image is on screen, I also want to say we have seen a tweet by this director. I forgot what his name was. I'm sorry, but we have seen a tweet saying not only will the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, or FNAF as he put it, not only will it take place in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but in more than one location.
Yeah, that's really, like, when I heard that tweet was released, I had to go and see it, because I didn't believe people when they said, oh my gosh, he said this, and I had to go and see myself, and now people are leading to believe that it might be taking place over all of the games, or more than one game, so, yeah.
Yeah, me and Ollie actually talked about this last night, so that's how we know what we're going to be talking about. But not only that, we have some theories in mind, and then we have theories we have told each other. Anyways, we don't know whether Five Nights at Freddy's 5 is going to take place during all 4 games, but in an order. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is first, as we know that came very, very early. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is like a sequel. It's like the other building we're gonna be in. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, FNAF 1, and then Fazbear's Fright.
So, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was officially the game that ended the series.
Yeah,
because
that was the final.
That's how it ended. Yeah. because now we know that the purple guy is Springtrap. If you remember, he could probably be in the movie. Springtrap could probably be in the movie because the newspaper, if he brighten it up right at the end, Springtrap is in it. So he probably did survive the fire. So we're gonna get more. Personally, I think we're gonna get more games. Which I wrote here that Scott released on his Steam page that he quoted that people read this. He was like, Final Fantasy 4 brings it to the end of the original Final Fantasy storyline. People then assume that there's going to be a separate series, maybe about Chica or Bonnie, and how they came to life and things like that. Which I agreed on one of them where it said how Foxy was so hated. And I think I really want to see that be explained in one game.
So then again, if we go back to the image of the apparently what's so-called either the show stage or Pirates Cove, we do know that Pirates Cove is purple and black, as Ollie was telling me last night. And then I remembered that in the game files there was something found that was the color white and pink, and it was called Mango's Cove in the files.
Maybe he changed the color scheme for Mango. We have to see about that.
If this movie is to take place in Final Fantasy 2 as well, it could make sense if they all come together that we are seeing Mango.
Yeah, but what we don't want him to do is change the animatronics. I want him to keep the animatronics the same. I don't want him to go off like everything so far is perfect. Like he's doing it well, but I just don't want him to suddenly just go off a path and just make it terrible. So we're gonna have to see how he does it, because there was a tweet actually. I forgot to mention this actually yesterday. He said we're actually designing right now some new animatronics for you guys, which I found really interesting. So maybe we're gonna get some bigger or better animatronics than before, and maybe the DLC will introduce them to us, and that might make more sense when we see the movie then.
For example, if you guys watching this podcast, or if Ollie has seen my I think it was my last not last but the previous theory where there was one of the masks in Final Fantasy 3 that we saw in the back, it could have possibly not have been Golden Freddy, because if you remember in the Happiest Day minigame, there was kids wearing masks of different animatronics.
And people speculated that to be one of the separate games. Maybe there's a new series coming from Final Freddy's. But yeah.
Scott did say on a Steam post, he said, I have officially ended Five Nights at Freddy's, but I am working on something separate. And then he put a wink face, which he is iconically known for, as that means something is coming towards us that we are not expecting.
I think maybe that bit where he says that he's finished Five Nights at Freddy's, I think he's just saying that so that we won't go really Scott, what is it? Scott, what is it? Even though he did say there's something new, I think we're all gonna make theories about it now. So yeah.
Or it could be another possibility that what he's trying to do is he's trying to create a maybe again, like Ollie said, a separate Five Nights at Freddy's type game with the almost exact same storyline, but then again it answers the questions that weren't answered in Five Nights at Freddy's. This could be possible if Scott is willing to do this one more time.
If he is ready to, because he's done a lot for us in only 2 years, and not even 2 years yet, and that is a lot. But again, if you, I watched this video by Razbalski, and it really sparked my attention. He said that maybe that big notice of all of the characters saying thank you was just saying thank you for what he has done so far. Maybe that's not that doesn't mean the end. Maybe there's a bit more to the Five Nights at Freddy's story.
I also want to add to what Ollie said. Another reason we could have also possibly got this thank you teaser is probably because he's thanking us for all the support we've given him again so far. But what about in the next games, if we have any? For example, Five Nights at Freddy's 5, so what?
But then, with Five Nights at Freddy's movie, we know that the animatronics are going to actually be made. They're going to be real on set. But then the director said, oh, these are real animatronics. And then he said, thank you, Scott Cotham, for what you have done with the games so far. So maybe the director knows something we don't know, so that he can make a good movie about it and add things into it. So yeah, I think
what we know right now is that Scott did sell part of Five Nights at Freddy's to Warner Bros. So that they can create this film. But also, if you look closely behind this animatronic that we see in the director's Twitter post or tweet, you can see a little animatronic in the back. Could this mean we are seeing probably maybe the puppet or plush trap if this isn't Five Nights at Freddy's 4 set?
Or maybe Friendlins. We might see them come back.
Those.
So yeah.
But it looks a bit thin. Could this sort of prove that Marionette is a bit of an animatronic, maybe from the head?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because we know that maybe the child is an animatronic, is the Marionette from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. And people have been saying that. But since his frontal lobe was bit off, maybe that means that his head is an animatronic, and then the rest of his body is his spirit. That might make more sense.
Yeah, as we see in the happiest day ever mini game, and then we see Marionette, but there's something odd. This Marionette does not match any of the characters we've seen for now, but who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe if the DLC comes out, there'll be like a second, how do I say it? Like sort of like in Call of Duty, if you remember, there's like bonus map packs. Maybe this is like bonus nights, but we may think we're playing as the exact same child, but we are probably playing as the Marionette when the Marionette was still alive. Now, I'm not saying he or she because I don't want to get gender confused, as we do not know what the Marionette's gender is, but people are saying it's most likely to be a male child. Who knows? We still do not know. Sky has not confirmed anything at all whatsoever, or any of the genders besides Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's 1, because there was a lot of confusion between Bonnie being a female, but it was confirmed to be a male.
Yeah, I think, but if you look in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, in one of the mini-games, Mangle is shown in the mini-game, but if Five Nights at Freddy's 4 takes place before Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which we have classified in the beginning of the podcast, then how comes Mangle is there? How comes Mangle is already ripped up and there? But, we haven't got into this yet, but I'm going to start it here now. There is a theory going around that the dad is the purple guy. Now, we know that the purple guy works at the place. In the minigame, he's putting the head on the animatronics. So maybe he took home and put it in one of the bedrooms, and they ripped it to pieces as a toy, which makes sense.
Another theory, a little theory I have is that possibly Five Nights at Freddy's 4 could take place after Five Nights at Freddy's 2, because there was a sister location. The sister location could have held not the toy animatronics, but the spring animatronics.
Because if Five Nights at Freddy's 4 took place before Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it wouldn't make any sense though. Because Five Nights at Freddy's 2 apparently, remember it said like the birthday was going to lead to the Buy of 87, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 4 shows the Buy of 87. So this means that really what we're having here is Five Nights at Freddy's 4 actually takes place after Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and we're having a flashback and a nightmare. from when he got bitten. So maybe that will make sense.
This theory is literally legitly badass because nobody else has actually thought of a theory like this. People have thought Five Nights at Freddy's 4 does take place after Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but they've never explained how, like Ollie just did to us. So this is pretty amazing, you guys.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, because if you look at the timeline and how it's explained already with Five Nights at Freddy's 3, 1 and 2, get rid of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 for a minute, you can see that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is of course first, taking place before the Bite of 87, because that's the day before Bite of 87, so I think the nightmare takes place after. I think Five Nights at Freddy's 4 takes place after Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because of the nightmare.
Okay, this is pretty good actually. So let's get more into this. So now we are going to start making not theories about the movie anymore, but theories on Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and the future of this series of horror games, as Scott calls it. But now, this is no longer a horror series since the first game. Now it's a little Easter egg hunt game.
Yeah, I think each game is an Easter egg because they're leading up to more answers, and then on top of the answers, we're all like, yes, we got more answers, but then if you think about it, we've always got more questions.
Exactly.
Because he always seems to make more questions from his answers. Like, say, if we got the answer who the purple guy was, we would then wonder, why did he kill the children? More questions. So, yeah. But first of all, what do you think is going to happen to the future? Do you think there's going to be sequels or separate series? What do you think?
I think there might be most likely to be a separate series, but it could possibly also be a sequel, which would be really cool. But then again, it would just how do I say it? Try to like bring Five Nights at Freddy's back, because we do know Five Nights at Freddy's is dying out, and Scott needs an idea before October 31st, so he needs to get this DLC out if he wants to bring Five Nights at Freddy's 4 back. Five Nights at Freddy's the series back, so it's more popular again.
Yeah, because I think from the first game, it's lost its repetition of being really clever. Even though the rest of the games were clever, I think Five Nights at Freddy's 1 was absolutely clever. But personally, I think that maybe after the movie, we might get a sequel, but personally I'm betting on a separate series from what he said, from what's in the mini games, and what's happened in the series so far. So I'm counting on a separate series, but maybe after the movie we might get a sequel to the game, but I think it's just going to be sequels to the movies and a separate game series now.
Okay, so going back in time to when Ollie said about Purple Guy working at Fredbear's, or the sister location which we see in Five Nights at Freddy's 4 minigames. Now, what I was telling Ollie last night before we accidentally disconnected off Skype was how, if you look closely at the Scott Coffin picture, we do see a young son and then a older sibling of or somebody, which is relatively related because of how they're in the same picture. But if you remember, the older brother is wearing a boxing mask and is scaring the little boy. So could this mean Scott is like trying to now make this Five Nights at Freddy's story into his life? I'm guessing, because he has his own picture, which apparently was supposed to be an Easter egg. But if you look closely at that adult male, which is in that picture, you can see there is a purple shirt on him, a light purple shirt. Could this be either Purple Guy or the most mysterious character in the game? It's no longer Purple Guy. It's now I guess people call him Pink Guy or something like that, from the Five Nights at Freddy's minigame, from the Foxy minigame. We have seen Pink Guy, but we don't know what happened to him, who he is. What does he have to do with the storyline whatsoever? Because we do know that he could have followed Purple Guy's steps and killed children off as well, because we do see dead children or it could mean that he either wire hacked into Foxy's mainframe system, causing Foxy to not accidentally, but sort of accidentally bite kids, stab them with his hook, claw them, all that.
But I think maybe the pink guy is the phone guy's son, and he's doing what his father did. He's copying off him, and he all started to get evil when because we now think that Final Fantasy Freddy's 4 takes place after Final Fantasy Freddy's 2. The brother is evil, so maybe the brother dresses up in pink and goes out at night and goes to Freddy Fazbear and kills children in the restaurant, because he is smaller than the purple guy, and it could make sense.
Now, if you guys don't know what Ollie's talking about now, we are getting some theories that we had last night about Final Fantasy 4. So, Ollie, you can explain some theories again.
So yesterday we were talking about how I don't think we actually spoke about this yesterday, but we might have. But the pink guy and the purple guy seem so different. Like, the pink guy never holds anything, and the purple guy is always holding something. He's always holding a knife or something, or what we assume to be a knife or something like that.
And the gun, if you remember, in the Final Fantasy 3 minigame where the children's souls are chasing after purple guy. When we find out purple guy is inside this Springtrap animatronic or Spring Bonnie, you do remember he's like holding a gun up in the air. He's gonna shoot them or something. That's
just what I was about to say. Maybe it's not a knife. Remember, the purple guy in Final Fantasy 4 was putting the helmet on the person. He knows how to do them suits. Maybe he needed a crank or a screwdriver or something. Maybe that's what he's holding. And whilst he was trying to put himself in the Springtrap suit, he couldn't do it because he was inside the suit, and then it just failed. And then he was killed in the process and became Springtrap.
So another theory we have is, if you watch Razbowski or Dako games, you should go check out the Final Fantasy theories. It's insane. They uncovered that the Mangle's radio you hear is not Mangle. It's actually the Final Fantasy phone. One phone call, the first night's phone call, reversed or gargled more. So Razbowski and Dako did uncover this to be phone guys. So if we are either the child of either purple guy or pink guy, could they, one of those two, depends whose child we're playing as, could they be the phone guy? Like, say if we find out in DLC the father is purple guy, we could possibly find out if this is phone guy, because there would be no reason to add an Easter egg of phone guy.
On the matter of the fact of the phone guy in the background, I did mention yesterday actually that maybe the phone guy was the purple guy was recording his lines as the phone guy, and then because he couldn't do it on the day because he was going out to kill some people.
Now another little theory I have, which I don't think I said last night, but another theory I have is that if purple guy was to be the phone guy, there would possibly be a reason he never said his name whatsoever, because he did not want to be found by the cops. He did not want to go to jail. As we know, he did frame pink guy. Pink guy went to prison, so that's why they thought the murder was captured, but really he wasn't. He was actually captured by the Springtrap suit because of the 5 children that were killed.
Yeah, I think, how long has this half been so far?
It's been, let me see. It's been about 23 minutes.
Okay, so should we start talking about the movie? Fantastic Four?
We still have 7, right? Yeah, we still have 7 more minutes of theory still, and then we'll go over to Fantastic Four, the movie.
Yeah, we'll do that. I think maybe the games, and I know this is kind of going a bit too far, but maybe the games are different in their own way. Like I know games are, of course, like sequels are different. They have to do different things, but I mean that the sequels actually are related to the other games, but they have nothing to do with the other games in a way. Because if you think about it, number 2 is a sequel, so number 2 has nothing to do with number 1 at all. Because it's a sequel. It's supposed to be a sequel, but it's a prequel before it. So number 2 doesn't explain anything that happened after Final Fantasy 1, so it's just not related. So it just kind of doesn't make sense how Scott Cawthon really did it. He's kind of just like doing it how Star Wars was done. He does, one. It just doesn't like they're not in the same order.
George Lucas. George Lucas, how he did the sequels first, and then he did the prequels the last.
Yeah.
But then again, now we're getting the prequels first, one more time. Are we gonna get more prequels? But we're not here to talk about Star Wars, sadly, guys. That will be maybe for next episode, for the 3rd episode. But for now, we're talking about Final Freddy's.
Yeah, I think maybe Final Freddy's is. I think maybe Scott Cawthon is trying to tell us a secret message through these games, but we just don't know it yet. So I think the DLC and the movie, separate series maybe. I doubt there's going to be a sequel, but I think they will answer all the questions so that Scott can go back to making small RPG games that he used to make.
Yeah, no, then again, I think Scott planned this entire game series because it's pretty strange and suspicious how he managed to release all 4 games in almost about maybe 7 months altogether, if you count the extra months we waited for the games to come out.
Yeah, I think he was so. It was just amazing how he could get them out so quick. I think maybe 2013, which was a year before the game was released. Maybe he was finished with the game, but he didn't release it because there were other big games coming out. So he waited until 2014 to release it, and then the second one was already done by the release date of the first one. So he waited a bit for that to become bigger.
Now, something I also had in mind when Final Fantasy 2 was not created, but when it was actually brought out on Steam, on the not iStore, what the hell, iTunes Store or the App Store and Google Play Store. Something I actually told my friend when I went to school, I'm like, my friend Jacob, I don't know if you guys remember him, he used to come out my older videos. I'm like, Jake, I think Scott meant to bring the second game out first, and then the first game out second. And my friend's like, nah, I don't think so. I think he did this on purpose. So I think he meant to release Final Fantasy 2 first, but instead he released the first one. What could this possibly mean? I think he was saving those Easter eggs in the second game for, the second game, I guess.
Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, I actually never thought that. It was really good, actually, because I think maybe that does make sense, because maybe when he played number 1 and then number 2 first, which was originally number 1, and then number 1 second, when he played them, he was like, maybe number 1 should go and number 2 should go first, because then it would make more sense. And so originally the first game was the second one, but then he had to put it out like that because it would have made more. It wouldn't have made sense if he released it the other way.
It's like Scott planned to make us all confused to the fucking core of our minds. Be like, is this a sequel or a prequel? Because I know that for 3 months, there was a giant fight over on Steam. Whether Five Nights at Freddy's was a sequel or a prequel. It was like, it was 2 teams, and everybody was just cussing at each other. They were doing all this shit on Steam over whether it was a prequel or a sequel. So I didn't think Scott meant for this to happen, but it happened anyways.
Yeah, I think it wasn't his fault. He had to do what he had to do to make it make sense, or it wouldn't have been a good game. And I think straight away I was on the prequel side. I was like, yeah, number 2 is definitely a prequel. No doubt that the checks tell us. So yeah.
Because we didn't see what the year was for Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but what we do know is that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 took place in 1997. So Five Nights at Freddy's 2 took place 10 years before Five Nights at Freddy's 1.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because Five Nights at Freddy's 2 set up the Bites of 87. So yeah.
And then if Five Nights at Freddy's 1 was a prequel, which some people really thought it was, they wouldn't have known of the Bite of 87 if it was a prequel. Because Bite of 87 we know happens around the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and Five Nights at Freddy's 2 time eras. So that does officially confirm Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel.
Also, if we didn't have Five Nights at Freddy's 1 first, and he did it the other way round, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 told us what the Bite of 87 was. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 never did that because it was setting it up. So I think maybe I think Five Nights at Freddy's was good. Yeah, it was an awesome series.
Yeah, okay, you guys. So that's all the time we have for these theories. So maybe we'll do more in the next couple episodes. But now we're going to be doing, I guess, the rest of this video. We're going to be doing a movie review on Craptastic 4.
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? Well, first of all, I just want to say, I feel like there was a lot of potential for this movie. I feel like they wasted so much on this movie. I think, because I was like expecting it, like I didn't listen to any of the reviews. I was like, okay, this is Fantastic Four.
I watched a bunch before I watched the movie. I'm like, I'll go watch myself, see what I think about it.
Yeah. I think the 2 original ones I really enjoyed. For some reason I liked them. They were really good. So I believed in this one. But then when I went to see it, I just wished I had stayed at home reading, I don't know, Howard the Duck comic, because this was such a bad movie.
I'd rather watch
I'm sorry.
I'd rather watch a 1-hour version of Teletubbies than watch Craptastic 4. Now, if you guys don't know what I mean by Craptastic 4, I actually yelled that out in the movie theaters when the movie ended. I'm like, Craptastic 4!
Yeah, like,
I heard a bunch of laughter after that. I'm like, I'm thinking.
Right, so there might be a bit of spoilers in this video, but in this review, but there probably won't be a hell of a lot.
So, anyways, you guys, if you have not seen Craptastic 4, I recommend you click off the video now because we will be getting deep into the movie, so there will be major spoilers in this review, you guys. So let's get on with the review, anyways. So
this movie started out at this school, I think. School, and this young Reed Richards was showing off. Was telling, "Oh, I'm making a teleporter." At least in the real life, teachers would never go, "Oh, how's your flying car going?" Surely they would go, "Okay, yeah." It's just so unrealistic to me.
Yeah, but I have to admit the first 15 minutes or so, the first half of the movie was pretty good, but by the time they apparently become superheroes, which never apparently happens, it just turns major crap. So we'll get when they get
it just
to that
somehow
person,
turns like into a bad movie from an okay movie.
Yeah.
And I think if you haven't seen the tweets that the director put out, he said that it was Fox's fault. They cut out all of the good scenes, but this movie at the beginning, it was okay. It was like an average movie. I was like, yeah, I can watch this movie because there were certain aspects to it. But okay, let's just start off. What did you think about Reed Richards? How did you think he did in this movie?
I really liked his character. I really liked the actor that played him. I think this Reed Richards, I think he played better than the one we saw in the second film, because in the second Fantastic Four, the original 2000 version, I think he did better than that one, but I'm pretty sure that the original 2000, the first one, played way better than this current one we have now.
Yeah, that was just way much better.
And I also want to talk about the actor who played the Human Torch. I really liked him. I easily recognized him from the trailers because he actually voices the character Jace in the Gears of War series, which I thought was pretty badass. I'm like, oh my god, I recognize that voice anywhere. It made me go crazy in the theaters. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah,
I was just like pointing at the
yeah, it's just, but like, they just wasted the characters in this though. You know the Thing? He was so bad in this movie.
I swear to God.
Yeah, oh my god, he looks so fake. He looks so fake, and he doesn't even wear pants.
And sorry that I bothered you, but this thing that we see, the Rock Man, as I used to call him when I was little, in the original 2000 version, he was trying to hide himself from people actually seeing him, but this thing doesn't really give a damn about whether he's seen by the public or not. He literally
he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm a rock person. I think a couple of scenes he shows that he's sad that he is now a massive rock, but in most of the scenes he's just walking around like, yeah, I'm a massive rock. Come and take a look at me.
I don't know. In the 2000 version, there were some scenes that were in the movie where the Thing was able to go back to human. Now we don't see that again returning in this Craptastic 4 film. So I hope they don't make a sequel, which is supposed to be another reboot of Silver Surfer. If they do, I swear to God, I'm done.
Then you're going to be quite sad about this news that Fox announced that they're going ahead with the sequel, even how bad this movie
was. For fuck's sake.
I know, they were just like, yeah, we're going to do a sequel. We don't care how bad this was. We're going to do a sequel. But what annoyed me most about this movie, as I said loads of times already, the potential in the characters in this movie.
I can tell they worked really hard on this film. I can tell that they actually put some effort, so I give them an A for effort.
Yeah, but apparently this movie was supposed to be a lot better. Apparently the team was actually supposed to be a team, because throughout the whole movie they're just kind of like, I don't like you, but we're supposed to be a team, but I still don't like you, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. And I feel, did you see Doctor Doom?
Oh my god. Okay, I think we're gonna save that for a little, but first I want to say two things. The first one is, if you guys remember in the trailer, we did see like the Thing, I think he jumped out of a helicopter or something, and then he smashed up military Humvee or Hummer.
Yeah.
That was never in the movie. I don't know why they cut that scene out. That scene actually looked really badass.
Apparently that was a whole action scene. It was supposed to be a 20-minute fighting scene. That was cut out from the movie completely.
It would be badass if we could see all four characters team up together. The soldiers didn't know what they were, so they just pointed their guns and just started spraying and praying. That's what people do on Call of Duty, that's for sure. I wish we could have seen something like that, but
they never get together.
Fox fucking cut that out because Fox does not want to give us a good movie.
Yeah, like, I swear to God, they did this movie bad. They messed up Fantastic Four. If they mess up Deadpool, we're gonna burn their studio to ashes.
For real. I really want to watch Deadpool. Deadpool, the trailer looks fucking amazing. In the trailer, it's almost already like a movie of Deadpool because we do see a bunch of action scenes in that trailer. And if we see this much, we do know we're gonna expect these good scenes in the movie.
Yeah, if they're cut out from the movie as well, I'm just gonna be like, what? Like, I think they need to do Fantastic Four well. Because surely, if the sequel does come around, at least let Marvel work on it with them. Because they're not gonna do anything good by themselves. It's just not good.
Now, we do get some hints in the Fantastic Four movie, or Craptastic Four as I call it myself. We do get some hints of Reed and Sue Storm getting together, but they never do.
But I don't really get that. I think the way they did it was kind of awkward. It was kind of like, why did you put that in the movie?
Why do you leave that in the movie, but you take out the action scenes? Take those goddamn scenes out!
Yeah, I think it at one point, and this is true, it felt like a romance to me. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
This is an action movie. This ain't fucking lovers in the city and shit.
Yeah, like, okay, love is a real thing, but get it out of a superhero movie. We don't want it in a superhero movie.
For example, that's what they fucked up in the Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire. They turned the sequels into love stories. I'm like,
I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 was really good with Gwen and Peter. I think they did that well, but this movie they need to stop. Just stop trying. It's just not good.
Okay, so another thing I want to say right now is the romance between fucking Reed and I forgot the character's name who played who is the Thing. I think it was Ben Grimm or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
Ben Grimm.
The romance between them makes it seem more awkward because it seems like they actually have a relationship together. Because they're like together throughout the whole movie and they're like talking to each other like, we're in this together. They remind me of Fast and Furious 7 whenever when Vin Diesel would say, we're family at the end of every sentence.
But like, I just think they could have done a lot with this. I think, especially with the villain, but we'll get on to that in later on. But especially with the superheroes. Like 30 minutes into this movie, you don't care about this movie, okay? 30 minutes in. This is like nearly a 2-hour-long movie, and people already don't care about it.
I have to say, when they got their superpowers, I liked that scene. It was very cool. I liked how they actually, how their superpowers actually activated while they were in those beds.
Yeah, but again, they cut out this whole scene with this sister because the Johnny Storm and Sue Storm, who both get powers, they're brother and sister. There was this whole scene that was cut out near the end, in the final battle, where he got shot, and she was helping him out. And this brings a relationship to the movie and shows that they're a team and that they're brothers and sisters. But it just doesn't work.
Yeah. So now let's get on with Craptastic's for quote unquote villain, Dr. Pooh, I guess.
Yeah, he didn't do anything in this movie. He was just double face palm.
He's just like that king you see in those movies, just sitting on his throne, just chilling there, like, what's up, you guys?
Yeah. He looked like a mushroom, just without the top bit. His face, he doesn't have doom in him.
It looked like he wiped turd all over his fucking face. But if you guys didn't listen to our spoilers warning. He does not wear a mask. Now, if you're watching this part of the podcast and you've seen this movie, you know he does not have his iconic mask that we see. No,
Yeah, his face,
his mouth is like
mask.
stuck together. It's like they fucking pressed glue against it, chopped off his lips.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, literally, he's in it, and I actually watched it twice, and I timed how long Doctor Doom was in it. He was in it for 12 minutes. Just over 12 minutes.
I have officially just facepalmed right now, for real.
Yeah, what was that all about? Like, his normal character, Victor Von Doom, the person version, is in it for about 40 minutes, but then his bad guy version is in it for 12 minutes. They could have just got rid of the whole person bit and made the villain the coolest bit in the movie.
Like, for real, in the 2000 version of Fantastic Four, fucking Victor Von Doom, he actually had about almost the entire movie of screen time. He literally showed up in almost every fucking scene. Which was pretty badass. I really enjoyed how they did that. That was, in my opinion, that was my favorite part.
But this made me laugh so much in the movie. There was this bit where Doctor Doom was just like, he thought he was almost Ultron. He was just walking through and everyone was just blowing up. And I sat there going in the cinema going, you're not cool.
I know.
You're just stupid.
I know. If I had that scene, which I can't put in this video, you guys, because due to copyright issues, I would put it, and then I would literally edit the background music to be cool, guys. Don't look at explosions. But then again, I try to make it like shitty characters. Don't look at explosions.
Yeah, because he was so bad in this movie. It just made me laugh. Because there's this bit in this movie, at the ending scene, the ending fight is 5 minutes long.
And there's no action in that fight whatsoever. It's basically like fucking watching the Ellen show.
Yeah.
It's like talking.
Yeah, like, we're getting into big...
It was a bit lag, you guys. Don't mind the lag right now. Okay, guys, so sorry about that. We're back. There was like major lag for some reason. My internet cut out for a minute there. So, as Ollie was saying, do you want to continue what you were saying?
Oh yeah. Anyway, there was this big lead up to the final battle, and I remember this. Yeah, this is the whole battle, and I'm not lying. Okay. This is what happens. Okay. Invisible Woman is in a big ball in case anything happens to the characters. Reed Richards is standing there. He runs up to Doctor Doom, gets pushes back. Okay. Then the Thing runs up, says it's clobbering time, punches him into the laser thing. Johnny Storm shoots a fireball at him, blows up. Is that it, guys? Couldn't we have like a building or a rock falling on each other and stuff?
You know, in the movie we had something like that where we saw Johnny Storm actually shooting fireball at Doctor Doom in the 2000 version of the movie. If you haven't seen that, you should go watch that. I recommend spending money on that movie than watching this crappy Fantastic Four reboot. But then again, there was an action scene in the 2000 version, the first one, where Johnny Storm blows a fireball straight into Doctor Doom's face, and Doctor Doom's face is lit on fire. The mask lit on fire, but besides that, he never exploded. But in this reboot, we see him explode into little pieces.
Yeah, literally. Now he's dead. He's just dead. You know, Doctor Doom
Doesn't come back
was
whatsoever.
the easiest villain. Yeah, like he was the easiest villain to kill ever.
It's
but
like
I also
boss
want to say,
fight, and it's like on the easiest difficulty and shit. That's how easy this battle was.
like, I just want to say, and I really want to say this. CGI and effects in this movie were terrible.
You can literally see them stand out. Like, say there was a character in front of a green screen, you can literally obviously see that's a green screen. Or the CGI effects, you can see that that's obviously CGI. They try to make it look realistic, but it failed horribly. Like
there's this bit where Reed Richards changes his face to blend in, and then when he's changing it back, it looks like something Nintendo would make.
It literally looked like the Final Freddy's mini games, like for real.
Yeah. Like gosh, I was just literally like most of the scenes were cut out though. Like why show the thing dropping out from a helicopter on TV
if you're not going to show it in the fucking film?
Yeah, it's just rubbish. Why would they do that?
So I have two things to say very quickly. Now, one thing is from Fnaf Freddy. So I forgot to say this before we end the series, but if we are having a movie, we know most films have their own action figures or toys. So could this mean that we could also get Fnaf Freddy's toys? That would be pretty cool to see, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
Well, I just hope Hasbro does not make it, because we know how horrible their fucking toys are when it comes to figures.
Yeah.
So I recommend not Hasbro, fuck Hasbro. I recommend NECA or Mezco make these figures. If you haven't seen the Mezco Mortal Kombat X figures, they're literally badass. They're better than the fucking IREX, the $40 IREX. One Scorpion figure is better than that.
I know. Also, what are we gonna rate these movies? Like, what out of 5?
I think out of 10 actually. So
out of 10.
Let's go back to Fantastic Four. So another thing I forgot to say for Fantastic Four was, I actually forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. I'll try to think again of what I was gonna say for a minute. You can go ahead and say what you want to say very quickly to the audience.
In Fantastic Four, there was this scene. It made me literally laugh my head off. Where Doctor Doom says, "Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you." And then, like 5 minutes later, or like 2 minutes later, he says to the same character, "I'm gonna kill you now."
That's retarded.
What?
Oh, okay, I remember what I was about to say. So Ollie said he watched the film twice. Now I was gonna reply to that and say, I wouldn't watch this film twice due to how crappy it is. If it was like Jurassic World, I actually watched that about like 6 times or 8 times in the theater when it was released. I watched it in IMAX on Thursday before it was released, and then I watched every single film on the day after Thursday, on Friday when the film was actually released, June 12th. I watched that film like 8 times, and now I have the movie on DVD, so I can watch it as much times as I want.
Yeah, I don't know why I went twice. I think it was because first I went with my friend, and then I went with my dad or something like that. But again, I think it was a waste of potential. 100% a waste of potential. It just didn't do what it was meant to do.
Now people thought Terminator Genesis sucked. Compare that to this movie. Terminator Genesis was pretty badass compared to this movie.
Yeah.
Terminator Genesis is like a 9 out of 10.
Genesis wasn't the best film, but Fantastic Four was worse than Terminator Genesis.
People were thinking Terminator Genesis was gonna be the worst film of 2015. I had some hope. I was telling myself when I saw the trailers and when I was headed towards the movie theaters, I was like, Terminator Salvation, Terminator 3, 2 sequels that fucking suck ass. Come on, this final sequel, let's just get something good. I watched it, I'm like, that was badass. And now, the cliffhanger that we were shown before the John Connor scene, the little John Connor scene, and then the ending where they drive off in the tow truck, we do see that Arnold is now like a T-1000. He has those liquefied arms where he can turn them into like swords, hooks, and all that, and we see that in the movie. So I think if we were to get a Terminator 6 for a final film, we get one fight of Arnold with this liquefied metal version, as well as a T-800 model. I think it was 101 or something, or 103 or something.
But going back on Fantastic Four, I think they promoted it the wrong way. I think they were promoting it to be this really dark, really cool movie. But when it got there, it was really bright, but then suddenly dark. It just didn't choose what tone it was going to be. It was just kind of like, oh, we want to be dark, but then we also want to be funny, but then we're not funny, and it just ends up being a complete mess. And generally, can I do my rating now?
Go ahead.
Personally, this is really low out of 10, of course, but I'm going to personally rate this 1.5 out of 10 because I would never see this movie again. I would not buy it on DVD at all.
I wouldn't even waste $49.99 for a Blu-ray edition. Not even.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, I give this movie a good 2 out of 10 plus the effort that they put into this film. I give that an extra 3 tallies, so that'll be a 5 out of 10, a half rating, because I really enjoyed that they at least try to put some effort into this film, into the acting, into the CGI, but they just couldn't. They just couldn't work good with the actors. Couldn't work good with the CGI. This was a test movie, basically. If you've seen those test stop motions, this is what it reminds me of, like a test. But
I think
sucked ass.
This is like Fox seeing if they can try, and like if I was to choose a caption for this movie, I would put Fantastic Four. They tried, but they failed. So I would put that because they tried, but it just wasn't the best.
So something I was gonna say is, I forgot actually.
Well, we always have next episode.
Oh yeah, next movie review, you guys, might be a movie that has recently came out. I might do a separate review on my channel. Not of this movie, but Straight Outta Compton, because I saw that movie. It was badass. But in the next episode, we are most likely to either review Terminator Genesis, Jurassic World, or Pixels.
Pixels was pretty good, actually. I like that.
It was a bit good, but then again, it was not that good again. But it was better than Fantastic Four. I have to admit, for a film with Adam Sandler, Peter Dinkley, and Kevin James. It was pretty good. It was better than Fantastic Four. And Fantastic Four had a pretty awesome cast.
Yeah, and they just failed with it, personally. But yeah, I think there might be some new movies that we might be able to review, but it depends if we've both seen it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll try and see Straight Outta Compton soon. Yeah. So,
anyways, you guys, if you enjoyed today's
what game are we gonna review?
Huh?
What game are we gonna do next episode?
Next game, you guys, we're gonna do a little new game. Oh no, actually, we are going to review Alien Isolation. Now I don't know if Ollie has played it, but if he watches my gameplay, or if he watches like Markiplier play, because Markiplier should beat the entire game in 13 episodes.
I've done it all. I played it. I watched you, and I've watched Markiplier, so I'm ready.
I haven't even recorded episode 14 yet, so I need to do that soon. I might do it maybe tomorrow, later on today, maybe. Anyways, you guys, if you enjoyed today's podcast, remember to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe. Go subscribe to OPollie. Check out his videos. He does amazing videos. He does gaming reviews. He does stop motions. He does movie reviews. I'm about to say. And then he does a whole bunch of vlogs. Even go check out his OllieCon videos if you want to go see trailers to his newest films coming out in 2016 and 2017.
Yeah, just on the matter of fact, I've got 2 movies coming out, and it's quite stressful right now because I have literally, my computer's nearly full. I need to go and get a new one because it's just taking up so much of my time as well, editing the movie. There's so much blood in the movie. It's unbelievable. But again, my animation as well, I'm getting someone to do the modelling for me, and I'm finding voices for it. But you've got a movie coming out, haven't you? 2
yes, I do actually. Yeah. I have about 3 new films coming out. Jurassic World, the stop motion, Mortal Kombat in real life, which is actually coming out in 2017. And then I have the the newest stop motion, which I have not even I haven't released a teaser, nor have I talked about it at all in my videos. Well, I did in the comment when I came back from San Diego, but I am working on a jigsaw film stop motion. Film. I actually told Ollie that before we started this podcast. So, Ollie, do you have any last words before we end this podcast?
I am currently, I think I'm in Mortal Kombat, aren't I?
Yeah. Ollie is going to be playing Quan Chi. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you won't know that Brennan is playing as Johnny Cage in A-list version. So guys, if you're wondering who's gonna play who, those will be released on my Instagram. The people who will be playing Quan Chi is going to be played by OPollie, or Ollie, as I'm doing a podcast with him. So, anyways, you guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, remember to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, Ollie, you wanna say it?
No, you can say it.
Fuck you. No, I'm kidding, you guys. Take that fuck you back. But if you enjoyed Fantastic Four, I'm sorry that we hated the movie, though.
Yeah, it just didn't like me, and I didn't like it, so
it didn't work out.
No.
So I think this video I think this podcast might.
I think Fantastic Four needs to go to the gym so that they can make a good movie, because it can finally work out.
I'm surprised a movie's much worse than a toy company, and I'm not gonna say any toy company names. Yes, bro.
But anyway, guys, it's been good.
Okay, you guys. So, anyways, we'll see you all in another 2 weeks, which we make our podcast every 2 weeks. So, anyways, if you enjoyed this podcast, leave a like rating. If we get up to 7 likes on this video, yes, that's a lot for both of us. Because I don't normally get that much likes. If we get 7 likes on this video, we might release another podcast next week.
And we might release a sneak peek for one of our movies coming out soon. My trailer's coming out in 10 days. I'm really excited.
10 days, you guys. Hashtag
Film hype.
Trailer hype. Hashtag trailer hype.
It's gonna be awesome, guys.
Okay, so anyways, you guys, we'll see you in the next podcast or in our next videos. Peace.